I'm sure this disease I've contracted won't have any negative effects on me at all. That's right. That's how we're going to rate the game, by those 3 categories. I'm assuming I'm not going to make it through winter, which I think is the end of the tutorial. I'm not sure because I can't get past there. And of course, we're dead. We're going to start a new game. All right, let's go over the settings. You have all your basic settings. I don't know where motion blur is, but depending on, I have balance pick, but depending on which one you pick, depends on how much motion blur you have. And you have your other audio settings. I have the music turned down just in case, you never know. We have your other basic graphic settings, audio settings, you know, just keybinds. It's all pretty easy, very simple to change. All right, moving on. Let's do the login. So you get this little cross here in the building menu. I'm just trying to figure out, I don't know. I guess I'll kind of build where I was before. I mean, it's fine. So then you just left click it. And this is a little janky. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Like I was trying to like click and hold and make it wider and longer at the same time, but it didn't seem to, I didn't seem to figure that out, but we got it down anyways. And then you can shift click to put more stuff or control click to put less stuff, or just click the arrow and put whatever you want in there. Then it gives you a nice representation of what you put in there. All right, let's do some more building stuff here. Get the campfire down. Find a good spot for it. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to put everything near each other because why not? You know what I mean? Well, similar to other building.
Let's see.
I'll show it just because why not? It's extremely grindy early on. I mean, more than what I'm used to. I don't play this specific type of game very often. But being like a colony sim management kind of a scenario, you know, it's a little different. I'm going to cook some mushrooms. I'm not a big fan of how this mechanic works. It's fine. It's simple enough. I mean, I suck at it, but whatever. You know, later on, you're going to be able to have your NPCs doing all this stuff, so you don't have to do any of it. But it's good to learn it, because at least for the demo, you will eventually, we'll get there later in the video, where we actually get our first NPC and we have to make her a bed so she has somewhere to sleep and all this other stuff. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, moving on. Let's go and make the Logamadougar. Yep, that's what I'm calling it. It's a Logamadougar. So all the building is the same. And then if you push and hold E when you're looking at it, it tells you the materials that you need. I don't recall the tutorial saying that. It probably did. I just missed it. Because there's not a lot on the screen, but there's enough on the screen where I'm not really sure what it is. I'm looking at sometimes, you know. I don't pay attention. I kind of just want to play the game and figure it out a little bit, you know. But there's the Loggerdoodle. And this has the same mechanic. You can make planks and beams in here, at least in this one. You got that same wheel where you got to hit that little white spot. And it hovers green for a minute, so you have plenty of time to do it. But like I said, I just kind of suck at it, which is, it's fine. I mean, whatever. Then you get a representation. There's the beams in there and all that good stuff. All right, let's move on. We're going to make this well. I'm going to skip through some of this. I had to go run off and get a bunch of rocks and stuff for it. But again, you push and hold E. Tells you what you need. You needed reeds, rocks, you know, all that good stuff. The building part is actually easy. I mean, it's not that big a deal, you know. It would be nice to have all the NPCs doing this, of course, which would make things way better. So I'm sure the game opens up quite a bit once you actually get to that part of it, and you got everybody doing the different things they need to do and gathering and all that. So we're going to grab some water. Again, we got the same wheel scenario. It's fine, whatever. This one's a little easier to do. It has a larger room for mistakes, which obviously I'm going to make plenty of those anyway. Oh, yeah. Give me the waters. Let's go. Man's thirsty. We need a drink or two or three. Got our water bags. Got him. All right. Anyways, let's move on. So to build the house is kind of the same thing. You can make the house bigger, like you click and then you can drag. I didn't want to do that because I know already I've gone through the demo twice now. I don't want to make it too big. So the default size that it gives you is big enough for you and your one NPC that you get later on. So we're going to kind of just show the building a little bit because it's kind of a butt cheek by yourself. I mean, it's fine at first though, but imagine if you had to play like the entire game doing all the building yourself. I mean, you can. I mean, some people like to do that, but I ain't got time for that, bro. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to do this and put all the beams up and all the different pieces, parts and all that. We'll get the, yeah, get in there. All right. We need to get more stuff. We got more stuff. I went gathering and we're going to finish this baby off. Pretty good. Looks nice. It's a cozy little cottage in the country. You know what I mean? Graphics are really nice. Like I said, or maybe I didn't say, I don't remember now. Little stuttering here and there. Not too severe. Obviously, I knocked points off for that. I got a decent computer, so I shouldn't have any issues running anything modern. But being that it's a demo, I mean, if you think about it, you're building a game for PCs, and there's so many different variations. So it's like there's a little nuance there. You know what I mean? You gotta give a little margin of error there. So, but yeah, this is the house. It takes a while to do this by yourself, so I do have to jump cut it slightly a little bit here. But I just wanna show it because it's kind of entertaining. At least for me, it is. And I wanted to do this video a little slower paced. Because of my last several videos, I did like probably too many jump cuts. I think it was a little too fast. It was giving me a damn headache. But there's our crib. Big enough for 2 beds and a campfire. I wouldn't put a storage area or nothing like that in there. I mean, not for the demo anyways, you know what I mean? So we're going to move on. Now we got to build this bridge so that we can get across the river to go get our first NPC, which is right over there beyond that, what looks like fog, but that's the swamp over there. So we're going to hold E. We'll get up to this so we can get close to it and then hold E. Then it'll tell us everything we need. We'll chop trees, make planks, make logs, get reeds, whatever we need. And then we'll just keep going at it until we get it done. We're almost there. I keep running out of stamina. I know I say this in every single review I do for every single game. Stamina is a butt cheek, man. It's always, it sucks. But anyway, so we almost got this done. And we can go play. We're going to go play with the mosquitoes in the swamp, shall we? I mean, we'll get there. There I am. I'm out of stamina again. Big surprise. That never happens. Come on. And 3, 2, 1. And there it is. All right. Now we're going to go prepare, sleep through the night, come back, go get our dude. Or lady, however you want to say it. So of course I'm running. We got to go right through this swamp. The problem with this is, well, maybe it's just the way it's supposed to be, but you get a disease going through here. The mosquitoes bite you, and you end up getting sick. And in the few runs that I did of the demo, I never fully healed myself from it. Plus, there's thorn bushes in here, and you get poked with that, and that gets you sick, and it's a whole thing. We're just going to try and not go in the swamp water, but you kind of have to. Can't really avoid it, so we'll just try doing a little jump here in a bit. Try and jump through the water. We'll do our Minecraft hop through the water. At least it kind of works. I mean, it gets you through there a little quicker, but I was trying to get over here and get this chick and take her home and without getting sick, but I don't think you can.
You're alive.
Yeah, we'll speed run that.
I can't believe
You can check out all that dialogue when you try it, if you try it.
we can't be.
I mean, it's worth giving it a try. It's free. Doesn't take up much space. I forget the file size. But, yeah, we'll pick up some goodies here. Give me that. What else we got?
I need to take care of.
Thought I saw some, I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, we made it back home. We're sick. It's great. We got our lady. She's our first NPC. It's going to be a good time from here on out. She needs more storage, and now she's going to pick up stuff, organize it. By default, she will gather some things and put it in the storage, and if she runs out of storage, the game will tell you that. Here's all of her stats, how healthy she is, and her buffs, what she wants, what she needs, all these different things. And that whole left side, there's different tabs there for the different things. But I'm going to go ahead and increase this one here. Well, let's see. Yeah, we'll do that. We want to make sure that she is getting food because I need food. And now that I'm sick in the game, I'm slowly dying. And no matter what I do, even though you can remedy it, it's just a demo. I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. So we'll just let it go at that. Yeah, so there's a lot of options here. It'll be nice to try the actual game, but we're going to move into the review part of it. So for function, I'm going to give this game 3 stars. It runs pretty well, but it does have stutters and some loading issues, a little weirdness with the settings, depending on what you pick. So for that, it gets 3 out of 5. For the features, it's got all the features you could want in a game. I mean, at least in the demo, you know what kind of game you're getting into. You're going to manage Sims and do that. So if you ever played Medieval Dynasty, this is going to be like that. It seems like they've done a pretty good job with it so far. So we're going to give that 3.5 stars. And then for the fun, I did have fun doing it. I played the demo, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now. And I didn't get bored yet. I actually, I just got more efficient and got better at it. But, it's too grindy for me. That's just me, though, Your mileage may vary, so that's another 3.5 stars. So overall, for Medieval Frontiers, I'm giving this demo an overall score of 10 out of 15 stars. See ya!